Hello amazing people, welcome to my channel today. So I made this backless bustier blouse with a peplum for a client yesterday, and I thought I could show you guys how to go about it. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to go about this, how to get it done. Let me show you the back. So here is the back. This is how the back looks like. Okay, so let me show you some details about it. So on this point here, there is an extra strap that you just attach from the inside, and then from here you just create a loop that you just pass your strap from this point here and to this point, then you tie it at the back. Okay, so this is how the details for this tutorial is. So if this is something that you are interested on, you want me to show you, you want to see how I go about the process, so keep on watching. Let's get started. We are going to be drafting the pattern first before we cut it on the fabric. Okay, I'm going to show you the method. You can also draft on the pattern or draft it direct to your fabric. Okay, so let's get started. Hey amazing people, so let's get started. Okay, on the table I have my tape rule, my French curve roller, my scissors, and my marker pen with my pattern paper. Okay, I'm going to begin now by creating my starting point, which is going to become my shoulder measurement. Okay, so now one thing I want to bring to your notice is that this pattern, we are only drafting only the front pattern. We are not drafting the back. Okay, because it's backless. Okay, as you can see from the thumbnail and the name, okay, the title is backless. Okay, so we don't need the back. So the front here, I'm creating my center front line because the pattern paper is not straight, so I have to create this line to help me, to guide me when I'm working. Okay, so right now we're going to start by imputing all our measurements. Okay, so the measurement you need right now, your shoulder to your bust line, your bust line to your under bust, that is it. So the first measurement I'm taking here is my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, and my shoulder is 14 inches divided by 2 is 7. So the next measurement I'm taking right now is from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 9.5 inches. Okay, 9.5 inches is from my shoulder to my bust point. So from my shoulder to my under bust is 12.5 inches. Please use your measurement. Don't use my measurement, but if your measurement and my measurement are the same, then work with my measurement. Okay, so now the next thing now I'm going to do, I'm going to repeat this measurement so that I will have accurate measurement. Okay, so the next thing now, I'm going to connect this line so that the line will be visible. Okay, so next I'm going to impute my neck weight, which is 2.5. It's just because of the tutorial and also for the beginner's sake. Okay, so from that 7 inches mark, I'm going to mark 1 inch below for my shoulder slope. All right, so we don't need all this measurement. Okay, it's just for this tutorial sake, like I said. That is why I'm using this. But if it's for my personal self, I was just going to mark down how many inches I like like half the bodies, and then cut out the remaining ones that I want. Okay, so right now I'm going to mark 7 inches for my armhole round, my round armhole circumference. Okay, so divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5 inches, you get your round bust round armhole circumference. Okay, so I need to connect this part, but before I will do that, I need to impute my shoulder measurement twice below that part. Okay, so that I will make sure I have a straight, accurate line. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. I'm imputing my shoulder measurement here twice so that I will have a straight line. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. So once I confirm it, and then I'm going to connect those line out like you see me doing. Okay, so now this line now become my chest line, so I need to make this chest line visible as well. So this is my chest line. All right, so now the next thing now I need to determine. First of all, I'm going to be imputing a random neck depth. Okay, I'm not using it. I just impute this random neck depth. I did not confirm the length, but yeah. So now I'm going to determine how high I want this chest line to be. So I mark 3 inches above from my bust line, not from the chest line. Okay, this measurement is from my bust line. I mark 3 inches from my bust line upward. Okay, so yeah, that is what you're going. This is my new chest line. All right, mark 3 inches from your bust line upward, or it depends how high you want it to be. Okay, it depends at this point now. It depends how high you want it. So yeah, this is my new chest line, or my new neckline rather. So to get this curve from this part, I need to impute my ram bust circumference, which is 34 divided by 4 is 8.5 plus 0.5 inch joining allowance. Okay, the 0.5 is because I need to join my lining to my main body, so that is why I'm adding that 0.5 inch allowance. Okay, so right now I'm going to place my French curve ruler like you see me doing to connect this pattern. Okay, just to connect the armhole, but the upper part we don't need it. Let's say the yoke, I don't need the yoke. It's only from the new chest line below is only what I need. Okay, that is the only thing I needed. So that is basically it. So right now I'm going to be imputing my bust span measurement. My bust span measurement, nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inches. So divided by 2 is 3.5, and that is what I'm going to impute on my new chest line and my under bust line. Okay, just like you see me doing. This is to create that. Okay, you know we are working on a bustier, so you have to go through this process. Okay, so I'm going to connect this line up so to make it visible. This is my dart length. Okay, like my dart extension or whatever. I don't know how to. Yeah. So the next thing now for my under bust, I'm going to mark 0.5 inch on both sides. So the total dart intake I'm going to take from this today is 1 inch. So from my new chest line, I went down by 0.5 inch. So right now I'm going to connect from that 0.5 inch this to the hair, just like you see me doing. Okay, please pay close attention to see what I'm doing. If you don't understand it, please rewatch this part. Okay, rewatch any part that you feel like you don't understand, rewatch it. So right here I took out 0.5 inch. Okay, from that new chest line I deduct 0.5 inch on both sides for bust or for chest tightening. Okay, you should do this. So to have the for chest tightening, deduct 0.5 inch from there on both sides, and don't replace the allowances. Okay, so right now I'm imputing my waist, I used my waist measurement here. I was supposed to use my under bust measurement, but I forgot. But still it doesn't matter. So my waist is 28 divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch for the dart intake and the joining allowance. Okay, so this 1.5 inch you are not going to put it to your bust. Okay, it's only on your under bust. Okay, so right now I'm adding 0.5 inch from the armhole side for joining. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. So I mark 0.5 inch from that part like you see me doing. So once I'm done, I'm going to use my free hand to connect it like you see me doing to meet to the new chest line, just like that. Okay, so that is basically it. So at this point I forgot that I was supposed to do something. So I'm going to stop at a few seconds right now. Okay, I just remembered that I didn't do I supposed to label this pattern for you to know where I was working. So I've completely forgot. So right here I'm marking my chest line and also my bust line, and then below is my under bust line. Okay, so this is what I was supposed to do earlier. there are a few things I forgot that after I remember, I have to went ahead to do it. So once I'm done with this label, I'm going to start by cutting my pattern, and I'm going to cut it to reach some point, and then I'm going to stop. I didn't know what happened today. Like, I keep forgetting, I keep remember after I'm doing. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm reminding you to add 0.5 inch joining allowance to your pattern when you're cutting it, when you're placing your pattern on your fabric to cut. Okay, don't forget to add 0.5 inch to join back those pieces together. Also 0.5 inch on top of your chest line rather, and then below you need 0.5 inch also to join your peplum to your bodice. Okay, please don't forget this. All right, this is very, very, very important. Okay, and on this part you're going to be cut it on fold, because this is the midpoint, or this is the center front of your blouse. Okay, so right now we are going to start by cutting it. Now I'm not stopping. Okay. So after I'm done, I'm going to label this, and also I'm going to indicate how many you need to cut from this side, and here how many you need to cut here. Okay, the front one is cut on four, the second one you're going to cut into two. Okay, so these are my patterns, and I have already indicated how many you need to cut. Okay, so this is the fabric I'm going to be using for this tutorial. Okay, so I have gone ahead to cut this fabric into the pieces that I'm going to be cutting, both the main fabric and the lining. Okay, so as you can see, I hope I have two pieces that I cut on fold. Okay, so right now I have folded in a way that I will place my pattern on top and cut. Okay, so as you can see, I open it just for you to know how it is. Okay, so this is one side, and the other side, the orange part, is another space. Okay, so as you can see, I fold it. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So the other part is going to be for the lining, and the other side is going to be for the main piece. Okay, so on each fabric, as you can see, it represents to one of the patterns. Okay, and make sure you keep allowance where you can be able to add your joining allowance to. Okay, so right now I'm going to start by cutting the front piece. Okay, so this is the first front piece, or rather center front, that you need to cut on fold. Okay, so let me zoom in so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, this part has to be on fold, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my pattern like there, and then I'm going to pin it so that I can be able to cut it. Make sure you keep your 0.5 allowance to join your pieces together. Okay, so that is what I just did here. All right, so the same thing I'm doing for the other part. And pardon me, while I was cutting, I didn't know that the camera was not capturing everything. Okay, but I hope you understand everything I explained. Okay, so if you were able to follow up what I explained, you should be able to have a pieces looking like this. Okay, so one part is going to be for the lining, and the other part is going to be for my main piece. So right here is my strap that I'm going to use. I have gone ahead to cut 4 straps, and also one piece that I'm going to be using to create my loops. Okay, so the next thing I need to do, I'm going to start pinning this together. So this very one I'm working on presently is going to be my main piece. Okay, as you can see, there are more greener part, and also there are more orange part. So this part here, I'm going to choose this part to be the front one, which is the main fabric. Okay, so I have gone ahead to pin the both of the pieces together. So the next thing now, I'm going to head to my sewing machine to join those parts together. Also, I'm going to prepare my strap so that we can move ahead. So right now I'm on my sewing machine. I'm going to start by joining my pieces together with 0.5 inch allowance, all of them. Okay, so if you follow the simple step, you should be able to come up to this level. All right, so I hope this tutorial have been helpful to you. If this tutorial have been helpful to you, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please, at this moment, I'm begging you, subscribe to my channel. You can also help me share this video if you feel like this video have been of help to you. Help me share the video. Leave your comment below. Let me know what you think, okay? So right now I've done join everything. So this is the pieces I'm going to use on my peplum, and the length of my pieces is 11 inches, while the width of my peplum is my waist circumference plus 4 inches, okay? I have gone ahead to weave the rough edges. So the next thing, I'm going to head back to my sewing machine. I'm going to fold in back with 0.5 inch just once and stop stitch all the rough edges, okay? So that is basically what I'm going to do. And yeah, so I have also, this is my strap. I have also ironed all my strap. You need 4 straps, like I said. So this is the loops that I'm going to be using, okay? So those are the loops, and I have prepared everything. So the next thing, I'm going to show you where those loops are supposed to be, okay? So this is, for example, you're going to fold it like so, and you're going to mark 0.5 inch below before you place your loop, okay? You know you kept allowances of 0.5 inch to join your lining back to your main piece, right? So you're going to mark 0.5 inch on both sides before you place it, and while from this upper part, you're going to mark 0.5 inch inward. From that 0.5 inch mark, that is when you're going to place your strap, okay? Just like you see what I did. So yeah, basically that is it. So right now I'm going to start by placing my strap, or like pinning my strap to where it should be, so that I can now join it together. So that is basically what I'm going to do right now, okay? So like I said, this part is where I'm going to be using as my main piece, this main fabric that I'm working with, okay? So yeah, I'm going to start now by pinning the strap to where it should be, both the loop. This is going to repeat the other side, but I'm going to reserve 2 straps that I'm not going to make use of at this moment first, until I join my my peplum, before I'm going to place that strap on. That strap is going to be the last thing you should do, or maybe second to the last thing you should do, okay? Yeah. So just like I said, okay, you're also going to repeat the same thing. You're going to mark 0.5 inch away from here. That is where the other loops is going to be, okay? The side loop or the lower loops or the strap is going to be, you mark 0.5 inch away, because you need to reserve allowance so that you can join your peplum to your blouse, okay? So yeah, basically that is it. So the next thing, now I'm going to get my lining, and I'm going to place it the right side facing the right side, like so, okay? Just like you see what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it like that, and yeah, I'm going to place it like so, and then I'm going to pin it round so that I can go and stitch it down, okay? So guys, I have gone ahead to stitch it, though I stitch it off camera, okay? So I hope my explanation, you can understand exactly what I did here without seeing me sewing it on the machine. So I stitch it all the way from this point where you see me touching, okay, to where my loops are, okay? I make sure you back stitch where your loops is, so that you secure it proper. All right. So here is my peplum, the one I'm going to join below. Okay, so this is my peplum, and I have gone ahead to stitch it round with 0.5 inch allowance. Okay, like I said earlier. So if you don't weave the rough edge, you're going to fold it twice. So the folding, make sure you consume at least 0.5 inch in total. Okay, so you fold in twice and stitch the rough edges. Okay, so that aside, so this is my half bodice. Like I said, I have gone ahead to stitch it all around to the part where I show you. Okay, it's not completely round, because you are not supposed to close it all round, because you need to face your peplum there first. Okay, so as you can see, if you follow this top, you should have something looking like this. Okay, so the next thing now, I'm going to start making a ruche. I have gone ahead to make a loose stitch on my peplum pieces. So the next thing now, I'm going to gather my peplum. Okay, I'm going to gather it. So once I'm done preparing my peplum, the next thing now, I'm going to work on my half bodice. I need to make a provision where my peplum is going to be placed. So to do that, I need to mark 0.5 inch inward, like you see me doing. Okay, I'm marking away the 0.5 inch that I need to use to join my lining together that I kept while I was drafting. Okay, I need to minus that away. So to do that, yes, that is what I'm doing. And so from that point where that 0.5 inch start, that is where I'm going to start placing my peplum. So don't make this mistake by placing your peplum all the way to the edge. Okay, make sure you mark 0.5 inch away. So like this, like as you can see where I'm marking that chalk. Okay, sorry, the chalk is not visible, but yeah, that is where I'm going to start by placing my peplum. But before I do that, I need to find the midpoint of my peplum so that I can be able to, it can help me out to align the peplum proper, so that you will not have one side fuller than the other side. Okay, so from my main piece, I'm going to make a little notch there so that I will know where the midpoint is. So right now, from the midpoint of my peplum to the midpoint of my blouse, I'm going to place this peplum like you see me doing. Okay, I'm placing the part where I make ruche to the hem of my blouse. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this, I want to make the stitching visible. I want to hide all the rough edges inside. Okay, as you can see right now, this is where I'm talking about. You see where I place the peplum, 0.5 inch before I be away from where I placed the peplum. Okay, so still the same thing what I'm doing right here. Okay, so please pay close attention to see exactly what I'm doing. If you find anything confusing, please play back this part so that you can understand exactly what I did. All right, so right now I'm trying to arrange it now so that, and make sure you hide put all your strap inside. Okay, just like you see me doing, put all your strap inside, and then bring back your peplum just like you see me doing. Okay, bring back your peplum inside. Make sure you arrange it proper before you pin everything close. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm trying to arrange it now so that I can be able to pin it. So as you can see, I'm arranging it and then pin. Don't just fold it and just place it there and start pinning. Just like you see what I'm doing, I'm arranging it before I'm pinning so that everything can just lay out nice and clean once you have done stitching. Okay, yeah, that is what you're going to do. Make sure you arrange it proper before you pin it. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm going to fold back my peplum just like you see me doing. Okay, you're going to fold it, tuck it inside. Okay, stuck everything inside. So right now it's time for me to place the last loops. Okay, so you're going to place your loop like you see me doing. Remember that 0.5 inch that I mark. From that 0.5 inch mark, that is where you're going to place your loop. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to place it there, and then I'm going to pin it. Okay, make sure you place it away from 0.5 inch below, because you need to use 0.5 inch to join the rest of the dress together. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to leave a space of 2.5 inches so that I can be able to turn it to the right side. Okay, so now pay attention here. I'm not placing it very close to the edge. Rather I'm placing it away from 0.5 inch. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm doing right now. So right now, once I'm done pinning the strap, then I now get the pin and then pin my lining to my main piece together, just like you see me doing. Okay, I'm going to pin this all round so that then we can now go to the sewing machine and start joining it. Okay, yeah. So if you follow this simple step, you should have something looking like this. So right now we're going to head to the sewing machine to join it with 0.5 inch. Okay, so right now I'm on my sewing machine. I'm going to start by joining it with 0.5 inch allowance all the way to the point where I'm going to be leaving 2.5 inch allowance to turn it in out. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with sewing. All right, so I have done join it together. So right now I'm going to make a notch so that when I turn it out and I'm going to iron it, it's going to lay flat. So make sure you make a notch on your pattern, and once I'm done, I'm going to trim off all these rough edges, the stitching allowance from the inside. So I'm trimming it off so that it won't be that buggy from the inside when I iron it. Okay, so yeah, basically that is what I'm doing. So once I'm done, I'm going to turn it to the right side. Okay, so guys, once I'm done turning this out, okay, as you can see, I'm trying to arrange it proper. So the next thing, I'm going to use my hemming gum to fix it by that side where I left open. I don't want to stop stitches so that it will not look local. Okay, I'm going to use my hemming gum now to iron it. Okay, so basically this is the end of this video. We are coming to the end of this video. I want to thank you so much if you watched to this moment, and if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly do so. If this video have been of help to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Help me share this video to reach more audience. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next sewing tutorial. Bye.